You fuckers. My God, I've been muted since freaking, January at this point? Like, I come on the show every week. I spend all this time editing all this freaking audio, and you freaking muted me. Cecil, you and I are going to have a...
Hey, and welcome to the G.N.A podcast, Games, Nerds, and Alcohol, where we get drunk and talk about stuff. Now, we trimmed down the crew from last time because if you were listening to the last episode, there were like 10 people there, and I'm not kidding. I actually counted. There was 10 people there. So we're trimming this down a little bit so that we don't have such a crazy thing. Plus, we have a super special guest tonight. You're about to hear him in a second. But let's go down. Let's introduce everybody who's here. So D from Microbrew Gamers is here. How are you feeling, man?
I'm feeling pretty good. Got out of work early, so came home. I got some new beer, and did you actually just mute Blue Shark again?
Yeah.
Damn it, Cecil.
I swear to God, it's like nothing gets through to you. You think everything's fucking hilarious, and it's just not funny when I have to spend all that time.
No, go ahead and mute him again.
And you heard him. We dragged Blue Shark back into this mix. Blue Shark, how are you feeling, man?
I'm doing great. It's good to be back.
It's good to have you back. You're kind of our gauge.
Yeah. You guys went off the rails last week.
Oh, dear God. We did. And we have a super duper special guest with us tonight, which we got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about with him. But we also got to ask Blue some questions about where he's been. We're being joined tonight by Stainsby Kingsby. How are you doing, my friend?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. I've got plenty of drink, I've got plenty of gaming, so pretty good.
Well, let's go into that because we've got a little bit of a thing going, so let's talk about that. So, next part we go into is what are we drinking? So, Stainsby, tell us. I think we got a little story about what you're going to be partaking in here.
Yeah, funny enough, a few months ago, you messaged me, Cecil, and you said, give me your address, because I'm sending you a random box of shit. So I was just like, oh, okay, as you do. And I'm currently now about to open a bottle of Dogfish Head 120-minute IPA. And that's what I'm going to be drinking.
And if you don't know, Dogfish Head 120-minute IPA, if you want to get yourself set up here, I'll give a quick intro of this guy. So Dogfish Head has their staple points, the 60-minute, 90-minute, 120-minute IPA. Now, they come in 12-ounce bottles, and these bottles themselves are about $12. They are roughly 18% by volume, and they are, for the people who like IPAs, the hopheads, this is the hophead. This is the booze. So I decided I was going to send Stainsby because he was talking about getting into IPAs recently. It was about a month or so ago now, and he started saying how he liked them. And I said, "Oh, you've got to try this one then. If you're digging IPAs, you gotta step up the game because this is the beer for hopheads." So whenever you're ready, man, tell us about it.
I've just had a quick sniff, and it smells very fruity. I'm gonna have a try of it. Might as well. It's open now. Oh, bloody hell, that's good.
Really?
I mean, yeah. I mean, wow, that's good.
You don't taste that 20%, do you?
No, I don't really know how to describe this. This is really, really fruity. It's really good. Doesn't have a horrible aftertaste like I normally get from IPAs. No, that's good. That's really smooth. That's the best way I can describe it. I'm just gonna sit here and drink this.
Maybe he should come to Massanutten next time.
Oh, yeah. Next time we go to... So here's what I want you to keep in mind, Stainsby. So we had a keg of what you're drinking right now.
Really?
Yeah. And we brought it to Massanutten where we had our G.N.A get-together. And we drank 120-minute IPA all weekend long.
Can you remember any of it?
No. Not
we
really.
have photos.
We do have photos. And there were four mostly naked men in a hot tub. And I kind of remember that.
I like how the hot tub was the bringing back to the norm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's our gauge. That's our bring back to norm there. It was a great time. We had who was there? There was Damok, Zyber made it, D was there,
Shadow
was there,
your wife.
Lex was there, Selkie was there, the kids. Yeah, it was a really, really good time.
I know. It sounds awesome.
I was gonna say, and if you ever do make it over the States, Stainsby, we're throwing a party in your honor that hopefully you don't remember.
I bet. I am desperate to get to the States, buddy. Honestly, I've always wanted to go.
Oh. Well, you got friends over here, good sir.
Oh yeah, I'm not too far from Boston.
Oh, really?
Yeah, about an hour away, man.
No way. Because I've been thinking of doing New York and then heading up to Canada.
Yeah, there you
my
go.
parents live in Vermont.
But that's expensive.
Say, New York is my old stomping ground, so I know exactly where you are. Well, let's go into the rest of what everybody's drinking. I'm going to kick into what I'm drinking next because it's kind of a cop-out since I said when you started drinking your 120-minute IPA, I would take one of mine out. So I have actually these bottles. In fact, that one that I sent you, I've been aging for about 6 months now, 6 to 8 months. So one thing I read about Dogfish Head 120-minute IPA is that they age incredibly well. So I have been aging them for a good long time, and I just cracked open this bottle myself, and I'm sipping it, and it is very distinctly mellowed out significantly. So that keg that we had, you know how, like, D, you remember how that keg was incredibly hoppy, really aromatic, but incredibly hoppy?
Yeah, to start off with.
Yeah. Well, this has none of that hopness to it. It's got an incredible, it's actually really weird. There's this strange sweetness that mellows out into a bitter. So the attack is almost really sweet, which I'm surprised because it wasn't really sweet when we had in the keg. And as it washes over, it mellows right out, and it gives you a very, very lasting aftertaste. Like it's there on the back of my tongue, and the more I talk, the more I taste it. But yeah, these guys are incredible because it only takes about 2, and you are toasty warm. So let's go down the line. Let's see what else everybody is drinking. Zyberblood, what are you drinking, man?
Oh, fuck. It took me a long time to fucking defrost, dude. Oh, shit. Oh, man. I do not recommend carbonite.
Yeah, we cryo-freeze Zyber for a little bit, too.
I am drinking a cocktail tonight of Kirk and Sweeney 18-year-old rum and some I'm probably gonna fuck this up. Crubby's spiced orange alcoholic ginger beer.
All right.
It's very good. Needless to say, it is absolutely delectable. I could get away on a train and not realize how many I drink.
Woohoo! What do you got, Stainsby?
Sorry, it was just about going back to the kegs.
Yeah, what? What up?
I've found, I don't know if it works the same over there, but the kegs over here are a lot less percentage than what you buy from like a bottle or a can.
Really?
So they do have a very different taste.
I'm gonna have to look into that because
I don't know if that's the same.
On the side of the keg, it did say 18%.
See, that could be it. Because I bought a keg of cider last year, and I was like, this is genuinely horrible. I was like, this tastes disgusting. So I was at a festival, so I gave it to a friend.
A Stainsby, the thing is, you got to make sure it's in a well-aged bourbon barrel.
Oh, yeah. You got to age everything in a bourbon barrel.
That's where I've gone wrong.
What do you got, Blue?
Clocking in at 15 to 20 APV is the 120 IPA.
Yeah, so depending on what website you look at, you get a different ABV on it.
Yeah, but that's a little weird, though. I would think that they would be the same no matter what you're doing, because it's beer. It's all they're doing is they're putting it in a keg instead of a bottle. I don't know. It's queer.
Well, it depends on, and if you age it a little longer, it'll continue to create more alcohol from the yeast. So if you age it a little bit, it might go up in percentage that way.
And this being a craft beer, it probably does go up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, here, Blue, what are you drinking, man?
Well, so I gotta say, I sent Cecil a care package as he talked about on one of the shows.
Oh yeah.
And so he was talking about it, and I'm like, that's interesting. I'm not a big IPA fan, and but I like sours, and you're saying this has a sour taste to it. So I went out and I bought another 6-pack of the Screaming Reels IPA. It's made by Saltwater Brewery, and it's actually on a low end compared to our 120 with only 7%, 75 IBUs, and it pairs well with spicy food pork, which, like you think of kind of like spicy food. They work well with IPAs, also like white meats like pork, fish, chicken. But this has a slight bitter taste to it at the start of it, but it finishes with a nice sour taste, and it's got a little bit of citrus taste to it. And I have to say, don't like IPAs, and you're more like if you're on the fence about them, I would try this. It's not like that bitter taste that Stainsby was talking about, and then I know that it's what keeps me drinking most. And if you really don't like the bitter taste, I'm going to recommend something that we talked about when we did a live stream, Cecil and I one a couple weeks ago. Dogfish Head 90-minute Imperial, because that barely has any.
Yummy, isn't it?
Oh, it was delicious. I mean, I forget all the flavors I got out of that, but the thing that shocked me the most about that is that you don't get that bitter bite. And the 90-minute, and Cecil, you can correct me on this, or D, they keep throwing in hops. So you would think the more hops you add in, the more bitter taste there would be. Non-existent, really.
90 minutes of continuous hop feed.
There's also a limit to how much of that bitterness or that hop you can actually taste. Once you go past a certain point, it doesn't matter because your body can't detect it anymore.
So are you telling me that there's so much bitter hops in the 90-minute that my body just doesn't even recognize a really soft?
It's hitting its limit and says, okay, I recognize this much bitterness, and the rest,
All right, speaking of recognizing shit, I'm sorry, I've been waiting patiently, but who the fuck is this blue guy? I know I've been gone for a while, but who the fuck is he?
So he's actually taken over for the show for me. I'm going away now for like 8 months, and no, I'm joking. I'm not going anywhere. So quick warning though, to Stainsby here. These 120s, if yours tastes anything like the one that I've just cracked open, it goes down really, really smooth and dangerously quick. I've already cracked my second one. I would not recommend drinking it as quick as I just did, because I am going to be incredibly hammered here shortly.
I was going to say, have you just finished one?
I did. I'm on my second.
I'm about halfway through, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Get you warm real quick.
It
does.
And
it's
the
real good.
sweetness of them after they age for a couple of months is insane too. It's like drinking sugar water.
So good.
I was going to say, drinking this is almost like drinking a fruit cider, just with a little bit of hop.
Ooh, and so much more kick.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, I'm super stoked that you like it, because it really is like it's actually got a really incredible amount of hoppy taste to it. So if you like this is like the ultimate for hop heads. I mean, there's some other ones that have been coming out that are really, really good, but man, if you can get your hands on 120s, this is a delicacy. At least my opinion, it's a delicacy.
I'm definitely going to try and find it over here.
It's so good that in Massanutten, I threw up and then went back, tapped the keg again, and began drinking again.
Yep, same here. Just kept going.
I've never been that brave.
That's what you get here in the G.N.A. You get troopers.
You get the hardcore of the hardcore in here.
See, I'll tell you that story here in just a second, but we got to get into D. D, what the hell are you drinking, man?
Hashtag muted.
Don't say anything. I want to see how long he would go. Okay,
that's interesting, D. That's very interesting. What's the body on that?
Yeah, what's that? What's the attack like?
But they were out, so I grabbed something else.
D, you were muted like that whole time or something, because we did not hear a word you just said except for, but they were out.
Sorry, I'm really trying to keep it together here.
So are we.
I'm trying to be the calm one.
I went to go grab some 120-minute, but they were out at the store. So I
that's
decided to try
nice.
something a little new. Yeah, it's very nice. So Stone Brewery, they use a
Oh, yeah. Arrogant Bastard? Arrogant Bastard.
No, this one is Tangerine Express IPA.
Yes, I love that one.
Yes, it's 6.7% alcohol, so it's not like a ass kicker. But it also has hints of tangerine and pineapple. On the attack, you kind of get hit with some of that bitter hops, and then it mellows to kind of a hint of the tangerine pineapple sweetness and goes right back to a bitterness at the end there. But I'm digging it.
Rock on. All right, quick story time with Cecil, only because it made me think of this when we were talking about Master Nuttin. So you guys remember Putz's wedding? I'll take that as a no.
Yes, you going over to the woods, puking while Jeremiah pisses?
So a friend of ours, JR, who we hadn't seen in forever, he made it back up for Putz's wedding. And like once he got there, it's like the weirdest thing. We used to hang out a lot as kids, and then I didn't see him for so long. And then all of a sudden he came back, and we literally kicked off things like nothing had ever happened. Like nothing, there was no time gap, whatever. So we're sitting there, and like the old school drinkers we are, there we are hovering by the keg until inevitably keg stands start. Well, if you're confused on what a keg stand is, then you've got to get out there and live a little. Hang out, we did hang out and make a lot of pipe bombs. We made a lot of explosives actually as kids, which is kind of scary. But anyway, so we're sitting there, we're doing keg stands, and I jump up on one, I do a keg stand, I drop down, I'm like, all right, who's next? And everybody is just like walking around, milling around, ignoring it. I'm like, well, fine, screw it. I'll do another one. Bear in mind, I am very, very drunk, if that wasn't already obvious. So I get up and I do a second keg stand. As soon as I drop down, immediately I go, tank's full. So I walk over, and of course, tank's full is a very, very specific term I use, and most people know when I say the tank is full, it means get out of my way because I'm about to heave. So I walk over towards the woods, and JR hears tank's full, so he thinks I'm going to take a leak. So I walk over to the woods, lean over, start heaving. So he walks up right next to me and starts taking a leak. And he's just kind of staring off into space going, oh man, this is so great. I'm so happy. This is really great time. He looks down and goes, are you throwing up? I am so disappointed in you. And I'm there like I got my hands on my knees heaving, and I look up and literally he's got his junk hanging out there, just, doing an arc. And I look up at him and I'm like, dude, I just need 5 minutes. 5 minutes and I will be back on that cake. The tank's a little full. I did two in a row, and it wasn't right. I had to get some of this out of me. And I'm literally having this exact conversation with him, just completely candid in demeanor. And he's sitting there, he shakes it off. He's like, all right, I better see you back up on that keg. Well, let's take a step back for a second. As I'm having this conversation, Putz's mom's old girlfriend, Terry, was sitting there. And she looks over, and her current girlfriend says, hey, is he all right? Because they see me throwing up. And then, of course, JR comes next to me and starts taking a leak. And Terry goes, oh, he's throwing up. And her girlfriend goes, oh, geez, should we go get help? And Terry goes, no, I'm going to take a picture. And she pulls out her camera and starts snapping shots of me leaning over, having this heave of puke coming out of me. And there's JR with this, arc of a piss stream coming out of him side by side and having a conversation the whole time. It was freaking fantastic.
I think I have photos of that on a memory card that Crazy gave me with the wedding photos.
Oh, dude, if you've got them, you've got to post them in chat because that was an amazing
All right, I'll check them out tomorrow to see what Crazy actually gave me. And yeah, I'll post them up.
Rock on. All right, so next segment is State of Games. State of Games is where we talk about what we've been playing for the past week, or we just pontificate about what we've, how we feel games are just in general right now. So let's reverse that down. Let's go. Blue, what's your State of Games there, man?
Well, I'm kind of curious, real quick before I start this. Is that a 128 megabyte memory stick you got that on?
Oh, that didn't exist back then.
So it's the even smaller version of that. God, you guys are old.
It's always about size with you.
Wait, 128 megabyte? That's old as... Are you trying to say gigabyte, you mean?
No, back then it was megabyte.
Megabyte?
Yeah, I was just making sure that Blue wasn't just kind of misconstruing our ages over here.
Listen here, Shunny.
I'm just saying I feel young as fuck hearing this.
Oh, that's right. Stainsby's the youngin' tonight, aren't you, Stainsby?
I'm still trying to figure out who this blue guy is.
Missed you too, bud.
How old is the Stains guy?
mid-20s, late 20s.
Oh
He's a
god.
youngin. He's a youngin.
Yeah.
He's a youngin.
I'm almost
Hey,
30.
Brian, where's my money? Where's my money, Brian?
Where's my money? Where's my money? You got money for fake mustaches? Where's my money? All right, man. What's your state of games, Blue?
All right, so I have been playing hardly any video games. I didn't really get. I started off with the day before my exam. I played Nino 2, Revenant Kingdom, loving that. Not too far into it, maybe an hour in. Then I played the what's it, Borderlands Game of the Year edition, right, Cecil? Is that right, Cecil?
Hey, Blue, if you're talking, man, we can't hear you, so you might have muted yourself.
I'm not muted, damn it. Fuck you. I'm looking at my way. I'm looking at my way forwards. I'm looking at him. I see the green light in Discord. Bite me.
I saw that come up and I went, dollar.
Is this
you are absolutely right.
a revisit to Black Hole? Because I still don't know who this blue guy is.
You're absolutely right, Blue. That was Game of the Year edition of Borderlands.
Okay, so it's better. They've done a lot of quality of life things. It's not as frustrating as the first time I played it with Cecil.
Enhanced edition. You're talking about enhanced.
Yeah,
edition.
the enhanced edition. Okay, that's what it is. There's like another stipulation to its title. I was trying to remember what it was. But anyway, it's a lot better. It's still not perfect, but what's lately been kind of frustrating me is Anthem doesn't have it's not like an easy radar. It's got like a bar radar to it, and then it does like little things here and there that I think could be good quality of life improvements. But what's really annoying is it crashes every now and then.
Really?
And then so like every time I've played it, except for today, I've gotten kicked out because of a connection issue. And I'm wired in. I'm not Wi-Fi. I'm wired in. So it's not that. And then it also does this weird thing where you'll get a delay in audio. So like you go through these doors in the out of suit areas, and it's all of a sudden like you'll see like doors will open silently, and then you hear clunk, like the door's opening, and it's like delayed by a second and a half. And then you'll see a character who's standing there, and then it's like everyone in the room was like doing something they weren't supposed to do, and then they quickly shift. Like the guy that was standing, he quickly shifts and sits down. And it's really kind of weird. And then one day, like the music there was a section of it that was lagged out, so it drew out the song a little bit. And it's that kind of stuff that's it's an unpolished appearance to it, which is why I guess everyone's been bitching about it. But outside of that, the mechanics of shooting, the suit flying, the attacks, the enemies, I'd have to say it's pretty good. The story's somewhat interesting. But overall, if you haven't had a chance to play it and you can find it on like sale, I would suggest trying it, despite what everyone else.
Yeah, see, I was really, really looking forward to Anthem, and I played the beta that they had. It was an early beta that they had, and I was extremely let down when I started playing it on how many bugs there were. Like, I was expecting there to be bugs, and that, I'm used to beta testing. I've been beta testing since the early 2000s. I'm back when beta testing was actually beta testing and not just stress testing. But I was really disappointed when the beta came out, and then I was going to pre-order it, and then I said, you know what, I'm gonna hold off and see what happens. I really hope that game comes back. I do. What do you got, Stainsby?
Just a quick one on Anthem. I played the beta and I thought it was brilliant, apart from one bug. The only bug that I actually came across, apart from the one getting in, but once I was in, I didn't really get disconnected, apart from the final boss on the stronghold. So you're playing a beta, no one has a clue what they're doing. You finally figure out what everyone has to do. You get to the final boss, and then everyone gets DC'd when the boss gets to a 5th health.
Oh,
yeah.
See,
that happened 3 times in a row.
The big one that I had, and I kept repeating it because I was like, you know what? Let me actually see if this happens. It's actually on that first mission. So you're supposed to go down. You get in this little spot where you save your buddies.
Phrasing.
I said save, not shave. I mean, I do.
Go
either.
down.
Oh, good point. So you're there and you're saving your buddies, and after you get your buddies up from being half dead, you go through this little, like, it's like, something explodes and you kind of go through this tunnel, and as you go through, it really means for you to follow the path. But if you vary off that path at all, like other than going beelining straight where you're supposed to go, if you explore, which I'm an explorer, if you explore at all, you fall through the map. And then you proceed to continuously fall until either you force quit, and not force at the time it wasn't even force quit like get out of the match or like force quit out of the mission, like abandon it. It was you had to force quit the game and go back in, which anybody knows during the beta it was a pain in the ass to get connected anyways. So having to force quit out of the complete game was a pain in the ass. It happened the first time, and I said, you know what? That's got to be a fluke. There's no way. That's just, I found the perfect storm of things to happen. So then I went back to it, and as I was about to walk through it, I went, I wonder if I can do this again. I walked over to the exact same area I went to before, which was just on top of this little rock. Jumped on top of the rock. He did his animation like they were like falling, and then whoop, went right through the map again, and I just continuously fell through the map, and I went, no way. So then I tried one last time, and on that time that I went through, when I got to the spot where I'm supposed to res my friends, I couldn't even res them. Like, I literally would walk up, I would res one, and they wouldn't get up off their knee, and I was stuck there. The path wouldn't continue. And I turned it off, I put the controller down, and I said, you know what? Nope. Not doing that. What do you got, Blue?
Yeah, they've fixed that, so it's not like it's hard to get back in, which is good. They've fixed falling through the map, because I haven't had that happen to me when I go off and it's lost, because I get disappeared easily. And then they still have getting kicked from the boss. That's happened to me, but it threw me right back in there when I reconnected.
But having to wait for somebody to like getting to that point and being like, oh crap, let's not kill him yet. I'm sorry to say that's bad coding. That's a bad day.
It's not giving me hope for this upcoming Star Wars Jedi: The Fallen Order, because I'm afraid that game, along with a lot of games, really honestly, GoldenEye 007 on the N64, really not broken. I really never thought that game really bad, but we're never really going to get fixed.
Yeah, the thing that doesn't scare me about the new Jedi game that's coming out is that it's supposed to be a single player game. It's not involving multiplayer in almost any fashion that I've read. So EA doesn't really screw up on single player stuff. What do you got, Stainsby?
Quick counterpoint. EA doesn't fuck up on single player stuff, but they also last year, didn't they say that they weren't doing single player stuff?
Probably.
They would just say, oh yeah, single player games are dead. And then everyone went, hang on, God of War, Red Dead Redemption,
Yeah, but you know what? They're still making expansions for Sims and stuff like that. So, I mean, they're still, they may be shifting their focus away from single player games, or maybe they're trying to. But I still think there's a valid market for single player games, because like there's definitely a group of people out there that like to have that continual story, that MMO feeling, and there's nothing bad about it. It's actually it's nice. It's just there's a lot of effort that goes into that, and eventually you get burned out from a game, unless the developer somehow figures out how to keep it fresh. But eventually you just get burnout. I mean, it's inevitable to happen. A single player experience is really nice because you can jump in, you can experience. It's like picking up a good book. That's always what video games I've always equated to picking up a good book, only it's super interactive. Like the Final Fantasies, the old Final Fantasy games I love, and they were always like reading a book, like a really good book.
No, I totally agree with that. I honestly totally agree with that. Like, a good single player game will keep you interested no matter what. Like, the story just keeps you hooked, What I will say is, a lot of people had burnout on Destiny, and Destiny 1 or 2, whichever way you want to look at it. And a friend of mine wasn't going to buy Destiny 2 because he hadn't finished Destiny 1. And I said, well, what haven't you done in Destiny 1? He went, I haven't got everything. I was like, dude, you're probably never going to get everything, But, I mean, some people like that in games. Like, it keeps you hooked for a long time. And there was another point to it, but I can't remember what it was now.
Yeah.
This IPA is kicking my ass.
That's 120, man. It sneaks right up on you. You're thinking, you're like, yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. Next thing you know, you're like, I love you, fucker.
Oh, I love you, man. I love you.
Oh, God. Well, D, what is your... do we already get... I don't even know where we are. Did we do your state of games, D? I think we just
Not
did
yet.
blue. Yeah, D, what's your state of games?
Well, I've been playing a couple things. I picked up on the PlayStation a game called Silhouette Mirage. It's an action side-scroller, almost like a Metal Sluggish, but it was released by Working Designs. I've been trying to complete my Working Designs games collection. So I picked up that. I picked up a few other ones. I've just been playing a lot of retro. I played Kadash on the TurboGrafx 16. So, just retro, man. It's pretty much what I've been doing this week.
Very nice. What about you, Stainsby? What's your state of games there, man?
My state of games. I've been playing a few games lately, actually. I've got a few on and off. Division 2, that's what I've been playing.
Nice.
Which is really good. I was surprised by how good it is. And probably the first game that's made me full-on sort of collect myself and go, nope, and turn it off, which is Sekiro.
Sekiro!
Sekiro. I love it. I can't put it down, but I get so annoyed with it.
Dude, you just literally explained Bloodborne. Like, that was my feeling about Bloodborne.
The only reason I've stopped playing Bloodborne is because I'm shit scared of spiders. That's the only reason.
See,
Oh, yeah.
I love hate the Dark Souls series. I know isn't Bloodborne part of that in some way?
Kinda.
But yeah, like I just have a love hate with it. Oh my god, I try like hell to get through it, but like everything gets smashed because I get so frustrated.
Oh, dude, right there with you, man. Right there with you.
So,
Like,
Stainsby, you hate spiders, huh?
Oh, don't you dare.
don't you dare. No, not a camel spider. Not a camel spider. Do not. I will delete
No,
that.
actually, those things are my worst nightmare. I hate camel spiders. But, no, dude, you'll appreciate what I did to my wife. She's also terrified of spiders. And she was helping the kids clean up. And they have one of those little toys that looks like a big, realistic-looking spider. And and she was helping clean. She shrieked and threw it. Realized it was fake. I just scooped it up. I put it in her underwear drawer. And the next day, when she woke up and freaked out, she called me at work calling me an asshole.
Okay, that's genius. No, I wouldn't say I'm scared of spiders. I mean, I have a general sort of like, ooh, there's a spider there. I know it's there, I'm good. But like, in video games, I get terrified of anything in video games. Like, I was playing Division 2 yesterday, or the day before, and came out of a room, and I was like, it's foggy out here. That's creepy as shit. You know?
Oh, dude, you should stay away from PT. Don't ever play that game.
I've played PT!
Oh, dude, that's so great.
I was up for days.
Oh, yeah.
That was
you walk into your bathroom, and you're like, that's not good.
Yeah, you're like, don't trust any of this anymore. It's not good.
Yeah, I agree with Stainsby on that. Like, when I'm playing a game and there's something that makes you think, oh, it's just a passive thing, it's, for ambiance, that it fucking tries to attack you, yeah, fuck that shit, man. Oh my god, that, even if it's not meant to be a jump scare, it fucking jump scares me. So I don't really, trust that kind of shit anymore. But yeah, fog. The thing with fog in games, I say Silent Hill, man.
Fuck!
Holy shit.
Had to say Silent Hill. God damn it.
Sorry, I've never actually played a Silent Hill game. Apart from PT, technically.
They are so, like, Silent Hill, just, like, even the first one, while the graphics on it are really, really dated, they were just so well done. They really were the staple point of horror for the time. I mean, Resident Evil was great. Resident Evil had a lot of jump scares. Resident Evil had an interesting story that kept you going. But Silent Hill, like, it mind-fucked you. It did. It grabbed you, it gouged out your eye, and it mind-fucked you all the way. Oh, God. Yeah, Silent Hill was great. And the Silent Hill games that came after, Silent Hill 2, so if you can, play Silent Hill 2. You don't necessarily have to play Silent Hill 1. Silent Hill 1's great, but the graphics on it are very, very tough. And even the remake of it, they changed too much to really make it, in my opinion, to make it worth it. But Silent Hill 2, if you get a chance to play Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 2 is downright creepy. It is messed up creepy. Yeah, if that was in my toilet, like if that spider was sitting on my toilet, the house would be burned down.
No, not the house. Not the house, the estate I live in.
Yeah.
Would be burnt down.
Yeah, I would. The last thing people would see is me walking away with flames behind me, and that was it. That's all they would see of Cecil after that. Just, whoop, that was it.
No.
Be like an episode of Putz versus the Snakes.
Oh, Jesus. What about you, Zyber? What's your state of games there, man?
My state of games. Well, I've been kicking into fucking Shadow of Mordor, trying to finish that because you finished it, and I was like, you know what? I feel inspired. Someone actually finished it that I know, so it makes me want to finish it. And also, I get the early access for the Humble Bundle monthly, so I've been kicking into their Assassin's Creed Origins.
Nice.
So I'm simultaneously playing both of those games and hopping back and forth, and I am absolutely enjoying myself. Though, just like every Assassin's Creed game that I play, even though I absolutely love the franchise, I just wish that, I don't know if it's my rig that I have when I play those games, I get mesh lag, I guess, or texture failures, and that kind of sucks. Because you're playing, you're immersed, and then all the textures and everything just dissipate. And they're just these color blobs.
Which game was that, sorry?
Assassin's Creed. Pretty much every Assassin's Creed I ever played, that happens.
Oh, yeah, I've had those problems. That's just something I kind of get across, and I'm like, oh, okay, that happened. Carry on.
Right. I mean, but when you're so immersed into the game and that happens, kind of sucks.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
So, Zyber, what do you think about in this Assassin's Creed, the fact that weapons, it's a drop rate. It's not like the other ones where you buy and, you use that weapon for a really long time. Instead, it's you could get a legendary weapon just randomly from an enemy drop.
I love it. It helps with the progression. I mean, some of the legendary weapons, even though it said level 40 recommended, and I'm level 18, I was able to go in those areas and freaking hone in my levels by just experience fucking mashing like in Diablo. So I love it. It added a very nice aspect, and I got the Anubis armor really early in the game, so I dig it.
Now, you're starting late in this game. This is my concern about the game, is they had these events when the game first came out, and I'm afraid that I'm really not going to get that experience out of it. I'm only 5 hours into it, but I'm hopeful that even though I wasn't there when it came out with these timed events, that I'll still get to enjoy it.
Oh yeah, you will. You start seeing the time events about the time that you realize that I don't know how far you are, if you gotten to the Siva events or Siva line or whatever.
Have not.
But yeah, I'm currently 13 hours in. And my progression, because of being able to get the legendary stuff early on, is just skyrocketing. I'm 13 hours and I'm already level 26. So it's great.
Okay.
I love it.
I heard somebody mention Diablo.
Absolutely.
Oh, silence, Deckard.
I feel like I should start talking about wanting wife taking on a crew of 13 again.
Damn it, man. Stop it.
No, go on. I just got out the coconut oil.
We brought this up last episode.
I'm not sure who this is, but he seems to sound like me.
Oh, dear God, is that my brother?
That's the best I can do. That's all I got.
So, Stainsby, so now that you've finished out that IPA, how you feeling there, guy?
I'm feeling good. That was a good IPA.
So you switched on to drinking something else now. What you going for?
Yeah, I'm drinking Angry Orchard. It's actually a cider from your side of the pond.
It is.
So,
I know Angry Orchard.
Yeah, it's a very good cider. It's nice and sweet. I like sweet ciders, although I like any cider. You put cider in front of me, I'll drink it.
Nice.
Yeah. And also Kraken on the side, because who doesn't like Kraken? You know what I mean?
Ooh. Take some of that Kraken, and let's put a little bit of that in with the cider.
Nah. Nah, man. Yeah. If you have Kraken, you have it separate. It's itself. It's its own thing.
I just want to say, Stainsby, I don't know if you'll be able to find it there, but Citizen Cider or 1911 Cider. They are both really good ciders. If you can't find them, shoot me your address and I will fucking send them to you. They are absolutely amazing. Highly recommend. And dude, you gotta fucking experiment. Try some cracking in some cider or even ginger beer, dude. Seriously, I highly recommend it.
Fair enough. I might experiment with it. I'm not really one for putting spirits with stuff, though.
Or not even Kraken, just try some rum in some ginger beer. You'll be amazed.
Fair enough. I'll give that a try.
I like Kraken with almost anything, so I mean, I'll drink Kraken straight. I'll drink it mixed with stuff. I just like Kraken. Granted, I can't have a whole gallon of it around anymore because I find I do some really bad things.
Do you mind if I go off on a quick story for a second?
Before you start, I just want to say he'll leave in 2 girls, 1 cup Kraken.
Yep. Yeah, I will. It's a bad day.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a bad taste to get out of your mouth too when you wake up.
I mean, that's going the extra mile.
Almost as bad as licking a pole.
Right, I was going to say, this last New Year, I actually outdrank a student, and that's fucking impossible in this country, with Kraken, because they were saying,
accepted.
Yeah, that anyone challenge. I'm from the north of England. Like, someone says, I'm gonna outdrink you. I go, no, you're not. You're gonna try. You know? Yeah, pretty much hold my beer. And so they set up this game of beer pong, and I can't throw anything to save my life. But beer pong, I was like, okay, let's not have beer. Let's have anything we got. So we were putting like Kraken and Yeaah and ciders and beers and all kinds of stuff in there. And basically, after like 4 rounds, me and like one other guy, like one of the guys that were there, we were hammered. And it's at like 8 o'clock before New Year, so it's like we still got a while to go before the New Year sets in. And then all of a sudden, this one girl just goes, "Oh, why don't we try Ring of Fire?" And I was like, "Okay, then. How many decks of cards do you have? I mean, do you guys have Ring of Fire over there? Do you guys know what I'm on about with Ring of Fire?"
That's a Johnny Cash tune.
Do you know about the Ring of Fire?
Other than the Cash song, no.
No. Okay, Ring of Fire. You guys need to try this. Some people play it with 1 deck of cards, and I'll explain why later. Because each card means a different thing. You put it around a vessel in the middle, I'll say.
Yes!
Yeah?
College.
Yeah?
Come back to me.
Blue, you know it. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Most people play it with 1 deck. I don't. I play it with 4. So,
Way to be.
yeah. So it's like you've got 4 chances of getting the worst thing ever. So, you know, what's wrong with that? And I said, okay, what have you got, a jug to put in the middle? You know, like anything huge to hold alcohol? And she just went, no. I was like, okay, how many decks of cards do you have? And she went, 1. I was like, well, that's not good. Like, you can't expect me to play Ring of Fire with 1 deck of cards and a glass, you know? It's not going to work. And I don't think she drank anything after that point. So I'm gonna say I won.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure once you said that, when you went like, well, hey, you got a big jug? No. But yeah, how many decks of cards do you have? But 1. I'm pretty sure once you said like, well, I can't play this with only 1 deck of cards, all hope just diminished from their eyes, and they were just like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, I mean, there was 9 of us, so it's like 9 people. That's not a lot. That's not a lot of cards for 9 people.
Oh, no way.
Is it 4 decks of cards? Sorry, tangent over. There you go. Carry on.
Kind of like playing asshole with 1 deck and 20 people.
It essentially is asshole, but what was it that you have to do? Like, there's something like the drink in the middle had something to do with the deck of cards.
Yeah, it did. That's vile.
Up the river, down the river is also a good game.
Yeah.
Okay, you've just said 2 games I've never heard of, apart from on this podcast.
Well, you get you. It's up
I
the
used to drink
river.
in Germany, so yeah.
All right, hold on. First off, somebody explain asshole.
I mean, everyone's got one, but someone needs to explain it to me.
Go on, Blue. Explain asshole. It's all you.
No, it's not.
Come on, leave us hanging here.
I know I am.
Did you mute him again?
No, he did it. I'm just trying to struggle at remembering the rules of this drinking game because I eventually got to an age where I stopped playing. But
Happens to
anyway,
the best of us.
asshole essentially there's a certain number of the more cards you had in your hand were at some point, and so people would be trying to offload cards onto. Is that right, Cecil?
I don't know, man. I'm drunk.
Okay. I'm going to go back to what I was originally going to say when I requested permission to speak. Ladies and gentlemen, the King of the North.
I will say that is a title that has been given to me at work.
All right, D. Tell them about Up the River, Down the River then. Jeez. Blue just
right,
failed.
This is a favorite amongst soldiers right here.
Hold on. Pause for a second. Asshole involved a president, a vice president, and initially the way the cards were dealt around the table would end up with vice, asshole, and asshole. You don't want to be the asshole. Seriously, asshole always drinks. It's
Well,
like,
I guess we're all assholes.
Yeah. It's just a matter of like what your hand you're dealing and the cards you're trading. If you have like I believe it's the 2 cards or something like that, you end up being the asshole. Or I can't quite remember. I have a general knowledge of it right now, but yeah, it's ridiculous. It's not fun. You get to drink a lot, even if you don't want to.
That's all right.
Well,
yes.
I just found a website that explains all the rules for the game of Asshole, and I thought it was great here because it goes with a summary and yada yada yada, but then it goes equipment, and it says deck of cards, alcohol.
That is marvelous.
And I gotta say that is literally all you need to play this game is a deck of cards and alcohol. All right. Anyways, let's not step on D anymore. D, what's Up the River, Down the River?
All right, so this is a game where usually a good rule of thumb is to have at least 2 decks. Everyone sits in a circle, and there's one dealer who is also a participant. Each player gets dealt 4 cards face up to be confronting that player. And then the dealer starts the Up the River by he turns over the first card, and each player with the same card in front of him, the suit doesn't matter, it's like the number or the suit, has to take a drink. And if that person has more than 1 card, then it's a drink for each card. And then they do the next card, but then it's 2 drinks, and then 3 drinks, and then 4 drinks. And then they go down the river, where instead of taking the drink, you get to give other players the drink for each card.
Oh, that sounds bad.
And you keep going pretty much until somebody, into either they get sick of the game or die.
Why did we not play that at Massanutten?
I'm sorry. When we did it in the Army, we did it with liquor, and we would drink in between drinking, and I remember one time I actually won Up the River, Down the River. Pretty much everybody quit, and then I was like, yeah, I'm the winner. I was busting their chops, and I stood up and got dizzy for a second. My buddy's like, you okay? I'm like, oh yeah, I just had a quick dizzy spell. I feel practically sober, dude. I took a step. Oh, I went down. My face clipped the table on the way down, and I was passed out to the morning. Now, I was passed out. I landed on a box of Chicken McNuggets we didn't finish, like a 20-piece. When I was waking up in the morning, there was a dog licking my face, scratching, trying to get at the chicken nuggets, and I was like, swatting them away. And my buddy's like, wow, you're fucked up.
Wow.
Nice. Very nice, D.
Brilliant.
I will ask one question, though. Because it might be different to us. Because there's a big body of water in the way for some reason. When you guys say a measure when you drink, what is that? Do you just take a mouthful?
No, it's supposed to be like taking a shot, and a shot is of whatever an ounce to milliliters is, and it's a very small dose.
That's one thing I love, right? I'll listen to you guys. Oh, sorry.
It varies state to state. Like up here, it's a mouthful or a solid gulp.
Fair enough.
So yeah, it varies depending on where you are in the country.
Oh shit, I'm really rugged then, because every time I would take a drink, I'd finish my drink.
Yeah, that's pretty much
that's
me.
how we did it in the Army, and it hurt after a while.
I mean,
It hurt.
we do it on measures of, like, this is going to sound so horrible, but we do it on measures of fingers.
Oh yeah, yeah. 1 knuckle, 2 knuckle.
Yeah. Okay. Knuckles. Okay, that sounds better.
How deep are you? 2 knuckles deep.
That's what she likes.
Depending on the size of the glass, a shot glass isn't very very large, but you essentially are looking at 30 milliliters for you guys over there.
Okay.
Somewhere around that. So that's like taking a drink. But then we have rules for certain games where you have to finish your drink.
Oh, those
So
are great.
I'll translate those measurements out so that they're completely disgusting. So depending on their size, it's all depending on whether it's going to be 1 knuckle or 2 knuckles that's required. Now, you may find one that the size demands 3 knuckles. Now, you make sure that you haven't drunk so much because you don't want to wake up and be coyoted.
Sorry.
Which had nothing to do with anything we were just talking about.
No, it didn't, Cecil. But thank you for the reference.
How the hell can you do 6 knuckles? That's like impossible. That's like, what are you going to clap next? Jesus Christ.
You guys are fucking killing me. Jeez.
Dude, I definitely counted it. I don't have 12 knuckles.
I was making it really dirty.
That's getting a foot. That's getting a friend. That's what that is. That's getting a friend.
No, it's 2 hands and a foot.
Yeah, but you don't want to get athlete's cooch.
Okay, so the question
Well,
is...
That's
more
speaking from
afraid
experience.
of, something in the foot. Foot fungus.
All right. Well, I haven't even talked about my state of games yet.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, God, we've just been like ranting on here.
Yes, you did, Cecil.
I actually, my state of games is really the worst because I played Sea of Thieves right before the show,
Ooh, me too.
and that was it.
I wasn't invited to that. No.
Sorry, I was channeling Slim for a second.
Which actually, I'm super excited because the changes that they've done to Sea of Thieves is really, really great. The only thing I don't like is they have upped the skeleton count on islands now, and maybe it's just the islands we went to, but man, there were literally... I probably killed at least 60 skeletons in that hour and a half, 2 hours we played.
Oh, yeah.
At least 60 skeletons.
Yeah,
Okay, but Cecil, what are you
rates-
drinking?
Oh, fuck you. We're not doing that again.
The respawn rate, the fact that they're like on you, it's like,
Oh, yeah.
bam,
White
you
on
hear the
rice.
noise and then they're there. Like this, it doesn't matter whether they just came out of the ground like 50 yards from you and on you. Like a guy that's got an exploding barrel coming up behind you, and they've got all the varieties: the shotgun, the sniper, the guys with the swords. Fuck those guys.
F those guys in the A with a B. Alrighty, well, let's actually, we got something that we got to talk about that Stainsbys got going on here coming up in, I think, less than a month. Or is it about a month? I'm drunk. I can't tell time.
I'm looking at the date.
It's about a month. It's around the 25th, right?
25th of May. Yeah, just about a month.
Yeah, so why don't you give us a little telling of what's going on there.
It's a 24-hour charity stream. There's a lot of arms. It's my 4th year doing it. I did it in 2016 and had a blast. And then I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it next year. And then I had a blast and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it next year. And I've just kind of carried on doing it. And I've just accumulated people along the way, including you guys.
So what's the charity about?
It's Macmillan Cancer Support. They're a great charity, to be fair. They help finance, like, if you know someone, if a family member, is going through cancer and things, they help with the finances and they can give you expert advice and all that sort of stuff. And they are an amazing charity.
Now, I just want to clarify, this is a charity to eradicate cancer, not give people cancer, right?
It's definitely to eradicate it, yeah.
I'm just checking.
Oh, feel free to just check, but it's definitely to get rid of the fucker.
You know, I kind of want to see a charity to start, like a charity for mad scientists. That'd be awesome.
Oh, man, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I don't think
people
think it'd be as good as eradicating cancer, though. It'd be like, hey, here's money for a death ray, or hey.
I mean, that's like the step down, though, isn't it?
If you consider humans the cancer, then maybe.
To be fair,
See, I said that like 3 times in that sentence, and I was like, I'm not going to say it. It's like the one main failing I have. He says one.
You say it.
So give us a little like brief. I know you chose your games. You don't have to tell them all, but just give some of the games that you're going to be playing.
Well, I haven't actually chosen them all yet. There's polls going on Twitter at the minute.
Ooh.
Yeah. So 2 that are definite are Borderlands Game of the Year edition and Borderlands 2. They're the only 2 that are confirmed.
Xbox or PC?
It's going to be Xbox, unfortunately.
No, not unfortunately. Xbox is great.
Well, I mean, it is great. You know, it is my console of choice. But no, the this year actually has a theme that I've never done a theme before. But this year has a theme of LAN party. So there's people that I know from my Destiny days and 3-player co-op, and they're all going to be traveling to like my house.
Nice.
And we're all going to set up a big LAN party and then stream the whole thing for 24 hours. So my internet and my electricity bill are going to shit themselves.
Dude,
So-
like you literally just explained like some of the funnest times I've had in my life. Where
Oh yeah, I mean,
we
I've
get
had LAN parties before. They are
I can
fantastic.
confirm.
I think you should add Halo to that mix, dude.
I have a feeling Halo will be in the mix. The thing is, I've got a poll running on at the minute on Twitter, and it's Destiny, and Destiny's always been a part of it. But as of the last time I looked, Destiny is not winning. And I'm like, oh no,
that
Destiny's
was
always
that
been part of my
burnout
dreams.
that I was telling you about. Like that. Don't get me wrong. Destiny's a great game. It's definitely kept me going for. I mean, I think I got like 3,000 hours or something like that clocked into between Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. I mean, it's a great game, but man, there's just always trying to keep on top of that meta that just eventually just burns you out.
Yeah, I haven't kept up with it, honestly. I'm not even the light level of the last update. It's crazy.
Nah, me neither. Me neither.
I'm trying. I'm just not getting there. I only get to play like 2 hours a week on Destiny, so it's harsh.
Destiny, more like
Diablo.
Destiny.
Diablo.
I have been playing Diablo lately, actually.
It's pronounced Diablo.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's Diablo. So anytime you do it, Cecil, I'm going to do it back, and I know mine's shite, but I'm going to try it.
hey, no, dude. Hey, you know what? We should organize something where we're reading penthouse letters back and forth to one another.
Your birthright is Diablo.
Oh my god. That's what we'll do. We'll do two Deckard Canes and one Watsu reading penthouse letters. God, that would be the worst episode ever.
That is a 3-way that I want no part of.
Could be worse. They could add Kermit the Frog.
Oh god. Nope.
I really... That's a voice I can't do.
I am never, and I'm saying this, I am never going to be reading penthouse letters in the Deckard Cain voice ever again. It is not happening. There is not going to be a round 2.
What about Gollum process?
You see, ladies and gentlemen, Cecil made a very specific thing that he's not going to do. So we're just going to find him erotic novels that he can read that aren't from Penthouse.
Oh wait,
Now,
your
however-
wife has some.
I, however, can be reading it in the Maya Quimby voice. I would not mind reading an erotica novel in the Maya Quimby voice.
I've just thought of a perfect thing for my charity stream.
Oh god.
Adam West?
Whatever voice Cecil doesn't want to do, and whatever he doesn't want to read in that voice, we make him read when we hit a certain milestone.
No, you know what?
Ooh.
I'll do that.
So, come on, man, it's for
That
charity.
is brilliant.
We got to make a really lofty goal here, though. Like,
£1.
we're talking
There you
a
go.
really
For
lofty
one British
goal.
pound.
For 2 pence.
No. Way higher than that.
Way higher.
higher.
5?
5 quid?
Add a couple zeros to that, we might be talking.
50p? Jeez.
Oh, that's a trap right there. It's a trap.
No, I'm not going to try that one. I've got a habit. Whenever I hear voices, I try voices, and they always fail, but I try them.
Oh god, yeah. You know, that's actually how I got into this. Is that like I heard? So my father is English, and super weird thing. He has a Midlands British accent, and I can't hear it.
Does he talk a bit like that?
Maybe.
Oh, hang on. I'm trying to think of something to say now. It's quite warm when you put your face in it. Like,
Yeah, actually, a little bit more like that. So my dad has a very, very English Midlands, and he's lost a lot of it since he's gotten over it, but he still has a very, very English accent. And he's got a very specific, like, not quite Birmingham, more, I'm trying to think of the place now. Like Bowley's Cove, but a very, very specific style of accent. It's a very Midlands accent.
Okay.
I physically can't hear it. I've lived with it all my life, so I can't hear it. And my wife always makes fun of me because I do a whole lot of accents. And that's the one accent I can't do. Like, I physically cannot do that accent because I don't know what it sounds like. I can't hear it.
Yeah, because you've heard it all your life, you don't know it.
It drives me nuts because I get around my family in England, and I can hear small variations in their voice, but I don't actually hear that accent until I get to somebody, like who spent a lot more time in London and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me hold on. My wife just corrected me. I can't intentionally do that accent. So some weird thing happens whenever I go over to England and I'm around my family for any period of time. I start to adopt an English accent. I don't realize I'm doing. I just seem to adopt it, and when I come back, it lasts for a couple of weeks to a couple months. But I don't realize I'm doing it until she points it out, and then I really focus on not talking in an English accent. So, like the last time we went over, I focused really hard not to talk in an English accent, and she just looked at me one day. She's like, "You're fighting it." I'm like, "I'm fighting what?" She's like, "You're fighting talking in an English accent." I'm like, "I am not fighting." She's like, "Right there. You're talking with purpose. You're fighting it." I'm like, "Bitch."
I'll have you know that I am not trying to hide any words in what I'm saying.
No, but seriously, like, I physically can't do that accent. I can do all sorts of accent. Like, I don't know, like, I can do a Scottish accent. Like, that's an easy accent to just drop right into. I can do kind of a...
Aye, it's not bad. That's not bad, eh?
It's, yeah, well, like, that's an easy one to do for me. In fact, if I say a specific word, I get stuck in that accent for a few hours, and I just don't do that anymore.
So,
but
Meredith? What about Meredith?
No, that's actually not it, because it's not a TH
what is the
at
word?
the end.
Because I don't remember.
Well, if you've ever seen the movie Brave, it's the main character's name.
Shit, I haven't seen Brave.
It's not actually said with a TH at the end. It's actually said with an A sound, a long A at the end.
Like Merida?
I'm not going to say it, and you almost made me.
I tricked him one night. I tricked him one night when you were drinking and got him stuck in it. I was just trying to do it again.
He did. But I can do all sorts of different accents, and it's a fun thing that I've just been able to do. But that's the one accent I can't do, and it drives me absolutely batshit because I can't do it on command.
Oh, I can't do voices on command. If someone says to me, do a voice, I'm like, no.
Oh, no. So, like, I can talk into a lot of different accents very quickly and very on demand whenever I want to. I can really just rock in almost anything, and it's just, especially when I'm drunk. But god damn it, that one accent I can't do, and it drives me nuts because
I can barely talk on command at all.
well, the thing that drives me nuts is that I'll talk to people and they'll be like, okay, so, like, who's your father? And I'm like, I'll say his name, and they'll say, oh, the guy with the British accent. I'm like, yeah, sure, him. Like, well, he has a British accent. I'm like, I'm pretty sure he does, but I can't hear it. And they're like, how can you not hear it? Dude, after 30 some odd years of listening to it, I can't hear it, okay?
It is kind of odd because, I grew up with German grandparents, and I still, the one that's left, I still hear the accent in.
Well, it's just a very distinct, it's a very distinct accent I can't hear. Like, I can hear a London accent very, very easy because they swear everything. And it's really easy to just, pick up on that accent because
oh, yeah, so
it's
you have
there.
to kind of mumble.
Can you do a Brummie accent, like Aussie?
Sharon! Yeah, I mean, it's just that's the funniest thing in the world. It's like, so did you? Okay, I'm ranting on again. But did you guys ever heard of the band called Skindred?
Yes.
Okay, so the lead singer of Skindred is from Birmingham. I did not know this. I'm pretty confident. Double check me. He's from England. I'm pretty sure he's from Birmingham. I didn't know this. Okay, because you listen to it and it sounds like a Jamaican guy singing. It's like, wow, this guy's awesome. So he came to Northern Lights in Clifton Park, And I went to see him, and I was like front row for it. 'Cause I was like, yeah, this could be great. I think it was Skindred and Breaking Benjamins. And all of a sudden, like, the mosh pit breaks out, because if you've ever heard the song Nobody, the song is Nobody Gets Out of This Pit Alive. Okay, those are the lyrics. So they're jamming up to this, and the pit, of course, breaks out. So everybody's jamming out, and one guy's crowd surfing. He gets dumped into the pit, falls like literally on his face. And people are just slam dancing and they're rocking into him. All of a sudden, the whole thing, just like, he's like, stop the music! Stop the music! This song is not about violence! And I literally look at my friend next to me. My mouth drops to the floor. And I look at him and I go, he's a fucking brummie. Holy shit. And I look at him and my friend looks at me with the same just dumbfounded look on his face. And we're both like wide-eyed, just mouth down to the floor, like, why did we not know this?
Was that the concert that I got kicked out of?
No. The concert you got kicked out of was Papa Roach was headlining.
And it had Breaking Bees as well.
Yeah, I think it was, there were 3 bands there. I think it was Deftones, Papa Roach, or Deftones, Breaking Bees, and Papa Roach.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good lineup. Apart from Papa Roach, I'll...
Oh, look at that. There I am. Right there. Big old tall guy with hair down to mid-back. That would be me.
Zyber, you got one of me? In that from there?
If you have one of me, I'm worried. Just saying.
There we go. I'm the guy in blue with the sunglasses.
Yep, there I am, standing right up. And there's Firebox, Dee's wife.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, cool.
And actually, they're right next to me on the other side. That's Chris. That's Nick's brother. And then right next to them, you can see the girl who's in a skirt, lifting her foot up like really high. That's Candy. Yeah, she was an interesting human being.
She doesn't like the flash or cooch.
All the time.
Cecil needs to bring back the good.
Oh, I knew a girl like that at a festival. Like, oh
you
my
have
god.
not seen me lately, have you?
No, it's been a while.
Well, I'm going to give you a little bit of a treat here then.
This should be interesting. Hopefully he's wearing pants.
Guarantee he doesn't.
Oh, hold on. Crap, let me put on pants.
Or just anything from a waist up will be fine.
You guys are wearing clothes right now?
Jesus.
Actually, I am wearing jeans, and I'm wearing what I wore to work today, actually.
Yeah, you're asking for a lot if you want pants on. Like, pants is a privilege.
Just chest up. Chest up will be fine. Yeah, it's not as...
It's not as pronounced as that goatee, because that goatee went down to my Adam's apple.
Yeah, that goatee's good. Your hair is probably longer than it was in that photo.
Oh, yeah. Easily.
Oh, really?
I can grow an awesome Fu Manchu.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yes, you
boy.
can, sir.
Well, let's check this. I don't know that we have any, but were there any questions? Nope, there weren't any questions. You know what we really should do? We should go back for like the past several episodes and make Blue answer every single one of the questions that he was not here for.
Oh, God, no. There were some that I was like, thank God I'm not on this show.
You know what? Maybe that'll be next episode when Blue's on. We're just going to shut up and make him answer all the questions that he was not here for.
I really appreciate the questions. I'm still waiting for the day that someone actually emails.
Yeah, I am too. Other than a Nigerian prince telling us to send them money.
Yeah, like a legit email from one of our fans or fellow listeners.
Holy crap! That is a picture of a young, emaciated Zyberblood right there.
That's a skinny Zyber.
Wow, that's Zyber?
That is Zyber right there.
Damn.
That is a thin SOB right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, a whole 125 pounds and 5'8".
So that's what, about 100 pounds lighter than you are now?
That is significantly lighter than I am now.
Say, and hair. You're not
Yes,
Uncle Fester in
and hair.
that picture.
Yeah, the hair's there too. That's what really threw me for a curve.
Yeah, my hair's halfway down my back at that point.
Yeah.
Yar. Old days.
Stainsby, men don't really lose hair on top of their head. It just pops out.
It just relocates.
Now, see, the thing is, I'm starting to lose it on the top of my head.
No, it's
Well,
migrating.
where are you gaining it, though?
To be honest,
like ass
and
hairs,
to be
you know,
fair,
ear hairs?
I do not need to.
Probably Cecil's that's been trying to kill me, so I've probably always been bald.
I do not need to gain hair anywhere else on my body. Just throwing that out there.
That's the best part about being a male is that you hair doesn't disappear. Like if it's not up top, it just migrates to other areas of the body. It's
move to your feet.
No, exactly. You turn into a hobbit.
It does disappear. It does disappear because I remember my father had a lot of hair, and I've inherited that, unfortunately so. And the really funny joke was that my mother was actually going to name me Harry, so that's but
sorry.
Were you gonna go live with the Hendersons?
And possibly, but I remember commenting on my dad one day because we were coming back from fishing. He's wearing shorts. And like, why the hell do I have all this hair and your legs look like they've been shaven? My mother goes, he's old. He lost all of that. So eventually you do lose all that hair.
No, just wait till he tries to moon you and see the toupee on his ass.
Oh, God.
I don't need to see that side of my father. No, thank you.
Oh, look at that. There's JR right there. That is the man, the myth, the legend right there. And that was me doing shots of vodka right next to him.
For the audience, we're actually looking at pictures before they think that JR is a man with an ass full of hair.
There should be some context here somewhere.
And there is one of the only pictures of me under the age of 18.
Dude, that does not look like 18.
You are not under 18 there. I am sorry.
I am 17 years old in that picture.
You look older than I do now.
No, I can confer. That was him. That was him in that time.
What the? Okay.
That was me at 17.
It's that one creepy director in that one movie that you've seen that's got the beret and he wears like the beatnik glasses. Like that's what Cecil looks like right now.
You're not wrong. No, that was so funny thing when I was 15 or well, I think I may have been 14. I went to a fair, and you know those guys who guess your age who are like really great at guessing people's ages?
Yes.
Yeah, he thought I was 26.
Nice.
How much did you win off of him?
Anything off the bottom 2 shells.
Nice.
I had my tutor at college. He was pretty good at guessing ages.
Oh, actually, they're right there. On the left-hand side of that last picture, that's Terry, who JR is whispering in her ear. That's the one that took the picture of me vomiting while JR right there was pissing next to me.
She looks like a responsible. I'd take a photo of you for later.
No, if you want to meet a responsible pair of adults, my parents right there.
Oh, God.
And I mean that in the most sarcastic sense.
So if you want responsible adults, this place is not the place for you.
Yeah, if you're looking for responsibility, this is not the place. The only thing we do here responsibly is drink. And even that's kind of borderline.
My dad shot himself in the dick with fireworks, so I mean one of our 4th of July parties.
Oh, man. All right, well, this is a great trip down nostalgia lane here, but we got to actually wrap this up. So, Blue Shark, where can people find you at, man?
Ladies and gentlemen, you can find me on the internet. Specifically, if you really need to know, you can find me on Twitter at BlueShark45. You can also find me in our G.N.A. Discord, talking every now and then, or redirecting our conversations from some dark shit to what books did we read recently, ladies and gentlemen, and talking about minute. But
nice. What about you, D? Where can people find you at?
People can find me at microbrew.gamers with a Z instead of an S.com, my website. Also, Microbrew Gamers with a Z instead of an S for my YouTube channel. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, Facebook. I'm usually in the G.N.A. podcast for Discord, Mulehorn Gaming, Josh of All Trades, Slow Speed Run, Yeah Dude Gamers. Just chilling around.
Very nice. What about you, Zyber? Where can people find you at?
You can find me on the G.N.A. Discord, or if you so fancy, Twitter at Zyber Games 2.0. Everything else is located right there in the pinned tweet, so if you like hitting me up, go there.
Nice. Stainsby, where can people find you at, man?
You can find me on Twitter at Stainsby Kingsby, or on Mixer at Stainsby Kingsby, or on Discord. That's pretty much it for me.
Nice. And I'm Cecil Xavier, your host. You can find me on Cecil vs. Games on Twitter and Cecil Xavier everywhere else. Facebook, Ustream, Mixer, Twitch, YouTube, Discord. I'm in all sorts of Discords. I'm in TPC's Discord, Josh of All Trades, Yeah Dude Gamers, Senscapes, Geek Squatch. I'm even in Matt Man's. So, yeah. If you want to find me, you can find me there. We hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to rate, review, or subscribe on your favorite podcast app. Reviews help people find the show. So if you enjoy listening to us, let other people know. You can find us on iTunes, Google Play Music, Podcast Addict, Stitcher, Player FM, Spreaker, MyTuner, Your Listen, and Spotify. Yes, we're on Spotify. If we aren't someplace, let us know. We will upload there. You can follow us on Twitter or Facebook just by searching at G.N.A Podcast, all one word. You can also join our Discord chat. Just see the pinned tweet. We do game show night every first Saturday of the month. So if you want to come over, play some Jackbox games, and win some free Steam codes, come on over, play. If you get first place or second place or third place, or honestly, even if you show up, I've got so many Humble Bundle codes that I'm just giving them away to almost everybody. Just show up. We'll probably give you one anyway. We've partnered with Humble Bundle. Hey, Blue, you haven't been here in a while. Why don't you tell us about Humble Bundle, man?
To be fair, I really don't have the script.
To be fair, if you look at Steam chat, I actually posted it.
You fuckers. So, ladies and gentlemen, Humble Bundle is a game purchasing service that we, G.N.A Podcast, are partner with. By purchasing games that you would normally get from another group, you can actually buy it from Humble Bundle and set how much you want of your purchase to go to the publisher, to Humble Bundle, or even better yet, to a charity. And if you're going to do this, we highly suggest that you give it all to charity. So, go into any Humble Bundle link that you get and type in $equals G.N.A Podcast and set that give bar all the way to charity, and make sure you make it 0 for us. We don't need your money. We want the money to go to charity. We want to help out charities, and buy all your games that you get off of Steam or another purchasing site from Humble Bundle.
It sounds like you actually made it through that.
I did. I even changed it. I went off script.
Well, how much do we make?
I have no idea, because you guys keep on talking about the darn 120-minute IPA. And this month we've made $25.47. We know we didn't make, but we've raised for charity $25.47.
Yeah, there we go.
That's
what we did.
Sorry.
We raised that for charity.
Running mafia over here.
Which charity are we giving to, Cecil?
Extra
Yeah,
life.
he doesn't know.
That's extra life, folks.
Don't
Extra life.
know. Yeah, we're giving extra life.
There we go.
Actually,
See, even I knew that.
I can add a whole bunch of Look, I am so drunk. I am really impressed that I made it through that whole first part without screwing up horribly. So, yeah.
Congratulations.
I got more to say. Crap. Oh, hey, do you like anime? Because we like anime. Join us Sunday night. Actually, shit, are we staying with Sunday nights or are we moving?
Oh, I
We
thought
are
I fucked with you, but I had myself muted.
We are staying on Sunday night until we finish this anime, and then we will be switching back to Wednesday nights at 7:30 p.m.
So join us Sunday nights at 19:30 Eastern Standard Time for Anime Night, hosted by Zyberblood or Cecil, depending on who's available. Our current anime is Hajime no Ippo, and we are on episode, I think, 58 now?
Yes, I believe that's the number you gave.
Yeah, it sounds about right. 58 sounds like... Yeah, we're on 58. So we're on episode 58. We're going to be going to 75, because that's when this series, I guess, ends. There's another series, but I'm going to watch that offline, personally, myself. So come join us out. It's at www.rabb.it/G.N.A podcast. And come check us out also every second Saturday of the month. We do Horror Movie Night. Now, last month, or this last one that went by, it wasn't quite a horror movie, but it still counts. It's a sleeper one. It was Dale and Tucker versus Evil. And Daymok and God had never seen it. And it was amazing to hear people laugh like I did for the first time watching that movie, because it was so
nice.
good.
Cecil, I wish you recorded that. That would have been a nice filler show.
Oh, yeah, it was so good.
I've never watched that one.
Oh my God, you should have joined us, man. It was dude, Dale and Tucker versus Evil is amazing.
We could always just make an exception and start up
We could
start it up for him.
We could do a special night here because I could get home at I get home at 2:30 in the afternoon. So I mean, I could start it up when you're getting ready to just kind of chill out and watch a movie for the night. That would be easy to do.
Fucking A, man. Yeah, that'd be great.
I have Monday off, so I can do it for you.
All right, anyways, I got to finish this. All right, check out our good friends, Slangel and Langel. It's Brian and Susan Langel over at TPC Gaming.
And Caleb and Alex.
And Caleb and Alex, yeah, they're at Geek Squatch. Shit. You knew I was going to say them, and you knew I was going to screw that up, didn't you?
I don't think you're following the script anymore.
You knew I was going to screw that up. You did.
Send me the script, I'll read the freaking thing.
Anyways, we want to thank Morgan BS Photography for our new logo and artwork. Check him out at morganbs.com. You can email us at G.N.A podcast in G.N.A and your DNA.1 with questions, comments, death threats. We don't care. We would just like to hear from somebody who isn't trying to sell us a new healthcare plan or a Nigerian prince telling us that they want money to give for us to send them money so we can make money.
Or feel free to stop by whatcecilsdrinking.com to visit our website.
Assholes. Totally assholes. Anyway, last but not least, check out our website at www.gnapodcast.com. We've got the whole podcast up there. We got some pictures up there. Might even post some of the pictures that we just posted in stream tonight up there. Why not?
Sure. How about some Acid Mountain pictures, too?
I think we had some up there, I thought.
We need more.
Probably did. Need more. Hot tub.
We gotta tool that site some more.
Yeah, we do. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I had a blast. Have a good night.
bro.
Same here.
Time.
Great. Good night,
Roast.
everybody.
Again, who is this blue guy?
I don't know.
She's a Hellcat, our Charlotte is. A male voice who I recognized as James Squires brings laughter from several of the bystanders. She'd beat a sailor single-handedly for sure. I'll put money on that.